now that we have the model done, we want to create a 2D drawing of the model. So what I've done here is I've already opened up a new um, IDW drawing, and I've adjusted it to a size A sheet, and I've also gone into the eye properties and added the title and company name in my title box here. So what I want to do first is I want to input my base view. Okay, so here's nice thing for me is it's already selected it. Okay, you need to go in and find it, but yeah, what you're noticing is that it's way too big. So what I did is I went down and I did a 1/4 scale. Okay, 1/4 scale is big enough to see it, but not too big, or not too big where I can still fit all the views that I need in here. So I'm gonna move this off to the side. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a side view right here. That's all. Base view. Draft box. Okay, so we've placed that one there. I'm going to come up and I'm going to place another one up here, and then I can place my isometric view up here. Now, you can see from the drawing that I've got extra pieces. I'm not going to drag it over here because you can see from the drawing it says section AA, scale 1/4. So we're going to do something special for that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and right click and click create, but I still need one view, which is a projection off of this. So I'm going to come up here and project, select this, and come off of it to project that other side view. Right click and create. Now I've got 3 of the 4 2D views, and then I've got my isometric view over here. Okay. Now, there's a couple things that we can dimension by looking at the outside of this shape. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and go to annotate, dimension. I'm going to dimension the width of this. Okay, so I've got 4 there. Click OK. Got there it is. Okay, 4.09 here. Okay, so you'll notice that on my drawing it's 4 and 4. It's doing something interesting with the draft right here. Sometimes it applies a draft a little bit differently. We'll go ahead and leave it like that. However it applies the draft on your model, we'll call that okay. Dimension it. Either way, it should be really, really close to 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this one because it really should be symmetrical. So I'm going to come out to that one there, click OK. Okay. So we'll leave it at there for now. Dimension here, I want my height from here to here. That's a 5. I'm going to click OK. Now, what the issue is with the views that I have here is that the views that I have don't show the inside of the box. It doesn't show what the inside of the box looks like. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to place views, and there's this thing called section. Okay, I'm going to hit section, and then what I can do is this. I'm going to zoom in on this one right here. I'm going to select that as the drawing view I want, and then I'm going to find the midpoint right here, and I'm going to come up so I get that dotted line. I am going to click once, drag a vertical line down, click again, then I'm going to right click and hit continue. What that does is I can now drag off to the side what is called a section view. I want you to notice a few things about what's happening in this section view. Okay? What it's doing is, along this line right here, it is literally cutting that box in half and then allowing me to look at the cross section along the cut. Do you see how everything is dashed right in here? It's called a hatch. Hatching. Okay? All the hatching in this region means that this right here is actually a surface, meaning it's the surface from cutting that box in half, and I'm looking at that surface edge there from cutting that box in half. It's a sectional view. Notice it does section AA, which over here you have the arrows. This shows where it was cut, and then the arrows show the direction that you're looking at. So it literally took it and pivoted it, and now we're looking at the cross section. It's from this that we can now do a couple things. Number one, I can show my wall thickness. I'm going to put 0.2 right here, and I'm going to type in tip for typical, and then wall thickness, and OK. I'm going to escape out of dimensioning so I can grab this and move it up here instead. And now I want to, the last thing I need to do, it's a pretty simple part, so the last thing that I need to do is I need to show and indicate the angle measures on my drafts. Okay, so to do that, here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to zoom in on one of the angles here. Okay, I'm going to hit dimension. I'm going to select the bottom edge and this side edge. And what it's going to allow me to do is find the angle measure between those two. Okay? And there we go. We've got our 90, 91. Now, I'm going to cancel that because in the drawing that I've given you, we actually include that outside one over on this over here. So I'm going to put it over here where I have it in the drawing. I'm going to select those two. There's 91. So again, I'm going to type in tip, and then enter, and I'm going to go outside. So it's indicating that that is my typical outside draft. I'm going to move this up here so it looks a little nicer. Now I'm going to do the same exact thing to the inside. Select dimension. I'm going to hit the bottom side. I'm going to select this side right here, and I have an 89 degrees there. That indicates that, again, there's a 1 degree draft in there. Okay? 1 degree off of 90. So tip, enter, and then inside. So the typical inside draft is indicated by that. So I now know the dimensions that I have, the dimensions of my box, that it's hollowed out. It has a wall thickness of 0.2, and I also know the draft that's being applied to both the inside and outside surfaces of my box. And that's all the information that needs to go on.